What inputs matter most in the new forecasting tool for you?
I think it probably matters the size and scale of the organization. So for us, the most important input in the beginning was just having prior year sales, just so that there was something credible to compare against. But then what ended up being the more important data point for a forward-looking is the pipeline, because it allowed us to stop having these conversations about every single deal and to really look at the health of the business. And what it led to is aligning the other parts of the organization, so our finance business partners, our commercial partners, to all understand enough about the business that we could stop revolving around just problem identification and moving towards solutions, not just as a selling organization, but the entire company.
Did it start to uncover where those gaps are in future pipeline as well of, you're doing well now, but you don't have anything more coming, something like that?
It definitely did. It eliminated the individual bias of an optimistic rep versus a pessimistic rep and what they wanted to bring to the table and share. And it gave enough insight that we're all talking about the same kind of 4 categories of revenue: the backwards looking stuff, your existing sales, your run rate. But it uncovered a few things, which was deals that were just won, how much they were worth to your pipeline and to your future, which some would overestimate or underestimate. And then the actual value of the rest of the things, the actual deals that you're working on, have a true number that we could all look at and agree upon.
How much do you think, if we had to kind of quantify this, how good do you think the team was at forecasting before? And how much has the predictability improved since you started to use something like our forecasting tool?
Well, we've been doing, of course, like all companies, we've been having a forecast for a number of years now. We're doing it in Excel, and we had complicated pseudo algorithms that we were running, and we were about plus or minus 10 to 15% from what we would correct throughout the year, and it would get more accurate. But leading into this year, we actually used AcuityMD for actual quota planning, territory mapping, and that became the bedrock that layering the pipeline on top of it. We're going into board meetings now talking about plus or minus 3 to 5%.
Wow.
And so our corrections are a lot less. And again, it allows us to have conversations not about the data, but about what we're going to do to, how do you be on the plus side of that 5% rather than the minus side of that 5%.
Is it giving the reps a feeling of being able to get to their quota and having a path to quota a lot more easily?
It does make it bite-sized, and we do the right stuff. We take the annual growth and we break it into quarters to really say, look, it's only 1 conversion, 2 conversions. You already have your pipeline that's set up to set you up for success here. And it does make it more approachable and allows us to kind of go from the annual level down to the quarterly level visually, which helps with some of our reps. They can see it rather than just, hot air and manager speak.